Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Okay, so Twinches Tuesday, happening on Wednesday in Australia and Thursday over in America. Okay, so, no, sorry, this is water I'm drinking, nothing else, I promise you that. I've made a few other videos today, so I've got myself a little bit flustered. But anyway, so we're just going to go and work away with whatever I think I'm going to be showing you a few stitches and something like that today. Now, I was doing this the last time that we were on here, and still there is probably more work to go on to that one there. So I put that on. It's up to the people themselves. It's up to you what sort of stuff that you want to put on them. Now, I had a question from Anne, and she wanted to know what size the ribbon was, and I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to get back on here and tell you this. So this one is 4 millimeters. You said you couldn't see it. Well, I'm not surprised. The thing is up here, and it's very, very small writing. It's 3 yards and it's 4 millimeters, that one. And this one here that I've got that I haven't actually used on here, but this one here's 7 millimeters, so it's like probably 1/4 of an inch maybe. This is weird. It's got 3 yards, 4 millimeters. Now, why would they do that? Why would they use both things? I don't understand. The length and the width are in two different. Okay, never mind. It's something probably. I'm not going to say that. Anyhow, so that's that one there. So that's, well, I use mostly that size. I don't know if I showed you how to do this. I can't remember now. I could have done little bubbly ball thing. I'll give you a look at that in a minute. Like it's a little It's covered in ribbon and it's a little bead. I don't think I did do that. Last time I did, I showed you how to do this button and this rose and that stitch there. So I might do another embroidery stitch, I think, today on this and put something on there that looks really cool. If I can find the cool thing that we're after. What was I going to say about something over here? What have I got? Oh, the ribbon. I don't know if I... Oh, I do going to do something about this squeaking damn chair I got. So the ribbon's got, you can get it in all different sorts. Now, the one that you showed me, because you left me a link, now, there's a different, this is back to Anne again, sorry, I haven't finished that talk yet. The one that I've got here in the packets, I mean, that's pure silk, and I know that that's a really good one to use. The one you showed me is a very little close-up, and I think it's a sort of a, might be a bit of a stiffer sort of one like this that I've got here that should be rolled up some instead of raveling like it is. You can get all different sorts, I suppose, but this I don't think is real. See? I really don't know. I don't think it is because it might be faux fake silk ribbon. Well, put it this way. This card with this ribbon on it, which is 3 yards, and that is 3 yards is a fair bit, I suppose, and that cost $5, okay, for that. Oh, probably 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that cost $5. So I don't know what the prices of them are now, but see, these are 100% pure silk. I don't know about these other ones, and I don't know about the one that you're looking at buying, but it will still work. Probably not as soft. It's got a, see how it's got a, guess it's kind of, no, I don't know if it's silky, because to my way of thinking it doesn't look the same when it comes unthreaded. I don't really want to pull that undone as much, but this, I might just get a piece here. This doesn't fray like that, and you've got to pull it. It's a lot softer to feel. It's up to yourself, you know, what you use. This is a very stiff one. Now, I didn't buy this. I think my mother bought that, so I don't know about that one. This one here is also a very stiff sort of one. It'll work the same. I imagine it'll work the same way. It just, to me, might be a little bit cheaper version, I'd say, of it. Not saying it won't be any good. This one here is really very soft. This one's been hand dyed, and this one is a nice soft one. This has got a nice soft texture to it. But these came in by the bag. My mother bought everything in bulk. She used to say to me, you don't know if you can get any more or not, Sonia, so I don't know about that. I just, and then for, you know, but anyway, it's, and this one here that's also been hand dyed, and so is that. Well, see, they're all silk, but I'm not real sure about this one here, see, because of the way that it's frayed. It could be some sort of man-made silk, I guess, if that's a possibility. Okay, so, but anyway, this is what I guess they all are, really. I'd say they start out though as a... Anyway, I don't know, so I can't go telling people that, so I just don't know, but I'm thinking that other one is not right, but it's up to you if you want to buy that other. It's probably the same as this. When I'm buying something that I can't see, I usually go to and buy one small bit of it, just to see if it's what I'm looking for. I've got a lot of organza ones in here. I don't know. I don't think I've got any that look like the one that you've showed me anyway, Anne. So it's up to you. You can go and buy some. Go buy some and see if it's right. See if it's nice and soft and beautiful, you know. And it still will work. It'll still work. I'd say it'll be okay. All right, because you can use. This is satin ribbon, but this is a very soft satin ribbon too. You can really get stiff satin ribbon, and that doesn't sort of work the same way. It doesn't sit nice. It won't have the same effect. I think this one here too is a really soft one that's in here, but I wouldn't use that colour. That's nasty. But anyway, so I'm just gonna tell you about that now and waffle on for a while. So I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to say that, you know, I wasn't quite sure what it's like. But like I said, if you just go and buy a little bit, and then if you think that it's going to work nicely and it looks nice and soft, you want to get more, well, that's, you know, it's up to you. You can go and get some more then if that's what you're looking for. So anyway, I'll just leave those there, and I'll put that one back in. Put that round in here. Okay, so let's do some cotton work, some needle and thread work today. Now, there's a lot of you ladies out there that say to me, I don't sew, but it isn't hard. So there's a chance to learn how, isn't it, really? I'm going to use something bright because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm looking in here, one of my many sewing boxes full of thread, because I'm going to use, I think the yellow would be nice, although there's a nice bright orange there, so you can see that. Because I can put this on my Twinchy, I guess. It'll look okay. And then I can do a... Dog's out there making funny noises. Yeah, so I'll do this on like one of these other Twinches and turn them into a nice one, you know, like a nice... Let me see. We've got a piece here that's right or not. Where's all my Twinchy size bits? Here we go. I'll fix that. That'll go on there. It'll be that size Twinchy. As I say, Twinches are 2 by 2 inches is a Twinchy. This one wasn't cut out very nicely. But anyhow, so this is a very small piece of work that you'll be looking at, but you'll still be able to see it because I'll do it big enough so that you can. Now, as I've said before, you need needles that are very thick. If you're putting a thick thread through something, you need the needle to be really thick to make the hole for it to follow in and down after, because there's nothing worse than trying to put thread a piece of string through something on a little tiny needle and it will not go. Will not go through the hole. You're there pulling on it, you wreck your work. It's just not one bit fun whatsoever. Okay, so I'm just going to put this through there like so, and I will make a knot. You don't necessarily have to, or you know, maybe you don't want a knot. Some people don't like to have a knot, so it's up to you. Embroidery is not knotted at the back. They usually just put a a couple of stitches, a couple of back stitches. I just might have to do that way. It's no good teaching you the wrong way. That's just really wrong, isn't it? Okay, so you don't want any knots, so you're just going to come up through the back of your work here and see how that comes through so easy because that needle's made that that hole. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little stitch down and come back up again, and that will stop it from coming right through. Okay, so it anchors it in there, and later on I'll be able to go back through and just end that off. Okay, now actually I want to put something on there to the words have left me today. That seems a strange thing for me, doesn't it? You can usually talk. Oh dear, I'm going to have to get hubby to do something with this chair. Screaming at me all the time. I move. Let me see, what am I going to put on that? A picture or an applique or something? Maybe, I don't know. We're not even thought about that today. I can't really put an applique. I suppose I can if I've got something that's looks good. I might put a piece of ribbon on it. I might show you how to put it down on the side of a piece of ribbon. A piece of lace. So if you get your piece of lace, right, and we're going to do a blanket stitch across this. Mind you, a lot of you ladies know about what a blanket stitch is, but we're going to put that down here just to hold on to that there today. Okay, so I'm probably going to be upside down, but if you can figure it out, I'll be really pleased. If not, I'm going to have to try and do it, move the camera and do it in a different way. So you just want to come down here, hold your thread back there, go down in there. You need to make your stitches the same size, and this is something that you learn over the years. And I have a pin cushion, thank you Hazel, over here. And I'm going to, which is going to be annoying having that pin there, but I want to show you how we need to make sure our stitches are fairly even. You know, you don't want, sometimes you can have them uneven if that's the look you're going for, but it's best if you don't. Like, you got to have them just right, so you go down in there and come back up. And if you're sitting there and you're working along with me or whatever, you'll be able to work out how this goes. Now this is blanket stitch, as you can imagine, because that's what you see around the edge of the blankets. Okay, now down in there again. I'm going to have to check the time on this, and I hope I'm not boring you with me going on, but I don't know, I couldn't get anything done yesterday. I felt like I just did not want to do anything yesterday, and I don't know why, because I miss doing crafting so much when I don't do it, because I've got into the thing that I do it all the time, you know. So I just don't understand why I couldn't get anything done yesterday. I was just in one of them I don't want to do it moods, I don't know. So there we go. We're just going to go and put that along there like so. And when you look at the cotton on here, now this is a pearl thread that I'm using. It's something like a crochet cotton, or you can actually buy it as a pearl thread to sew with. It's either one. And I don't know what size it is, I'm sorry about that, but when you look at it like that, it looks really big and like loud, the yellow, but when you put it up against this, it calms it right down, doesn't it? See, so you need to try these things to see if they're going to work or not, so they're not. See, I thought yellow might have been too bright to go on here, but it isn't, because I like to keep my colours pretty, you know, like when you nice pastel, well, pretty, but anyway, you know what I mean. The people that watch what I'm doing all the time, they see the colours I like, and I can easily work with these. I suppose I could try different other ones, and I shall do later on, brighter things, brighter, darker things. But now I've got myself tangled up. But we don't panic here. We don't get upset and cut the cotton off or anything like that. We just have to sit there and look at it and see which way it's tangled up and undo it, okay? Now that I've said all that, that's what I'm going to do. I've got my heater on in here, and for some reason now it's only just started to make me warm. I don't know, maybe because I'm doing this and it's I've made a knot. Maybe that's why it's suddenly got all warm. So, what are we doing now? Come on. You have... I'm going to do this. Wait a minute. So we don't have a very cold winter here yet in Australia. Autumn, I mean. You know, well, it's... I think we're nearly up to winter, aren't we? Maybe not till June. I don't know. I'm not very good at that thing. I should be. I love nature. Should pay attention to it. The rooster's out there crowing. Oh, I don't know. Some people think they only crow with the morning, but that's not true. They crow all day. They don't just crow to wake us up. They go all day, all night, keep us awake at night. But ours doesn't, because it's out the back. You can't really hear it over night time. Thank goodness. Anyway, Millie, that's the lady who took. She lays me an egg. And I have an egg for my breakfast. So that's cool. Now, I'm getting there, people. Look at that, I did it. I got it undone. Get those threads out of the way. Might just trim them off a little bit because I can pull them off because they're going to add to the frill on there anyway, aren't they? So I'm not going to go right to the edge of there because it's going to be just too close. It's okay for it to sit up like that. It's texture and dimension and things like that. So there you go. So I've sewed that on there with the blanket stitch, and I'm going to end that off now, and I'm going to show you how to do a feather stitch now. Okay, this is moving away on me here. I hope I'm still in the camera shot. I'm still going. I'm just going to check now to see how much time we got left, okay? Oh, we've been going on here for 17 minutes, but that's okay because I can still do another. Whoops, stuck on the glue pot. I can still do a little bit more. My chair's insisting on being stuck on something too. Maybe the carpet. Now, so I've got that one, and I'm going to do a nice feather stitch on there, and I'm going to try the orange. I'll go with orange so you can see it, and you know it'll be bright, but that doesn't matter. We can put it on something else or put it in a different piece of work because I want you to see what I'm doing. You can use whatever colour thread you like. This is just my idea for the time being for this one. May have showed you how to do this before, but this is a different time, so we're showing it to you again. I've done a lot of things in the past, but there are so many videos up there you'd probably never find it. So now I'm going to do some of the feather stitch. I made a knot, and I'm naughty. Oh dear, very bad girl. We just want to come up through the back. Yeah. Went too far, Sonya. Go through the back here. And hang on to it with your finger. And just do a tiny little back stitch. Which means going in and come back out, okay? Like so. Alright. Now, you want to put this down this way. So, it's pretty much the same way as that, but we're going to start off. Like, we're going to go down a little bit away from there. And we're just going to loop that up like so. Okay, and then you're going to come over the other side, and you can come down here like this and make a tiny little stitch or a nice little size stitch. Try and keep them the same size. You don't have to. I mean, you can go really out there. It's your work, so you can do it whichever way you want to. You don't have to do what I say, but I'm just saying, you know, it's just nice to keep it nice and even, and you just go from one side to the other like this. Backwards and forwards. There you go. And that makes it really, really nice little feather stitch going down there. this looks really nice in a underwater scene or something. If you're doing anything to do with the sea, makes a nice piece of coral. Or, you know, don't you think it makes a nice? Or you can do feathers with it. There's feathers too. There's so many different embroidery stitches out there. There's so many, heaps and heaps and heaps. There's hundreds of them. Hundreds and hundreds. I say I might though. I've learned a few over the years. Trial and error, teach myself, learn from a book or whatever. Oh, so it's been really cool. There you go. So you'll do that with your thread. This looks like it's time for me to have a mouthful of water again. People will realise though that because I'm diabetic and I have to take medication, I do get thirsty a lot, and that is why I drink all the time, and I drink water all the time. I have a jug that I carry around with me in a glass from one room to the other, drinking water. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a few little beads because I want to do a little bit of a... So now we'll get a bead needle, tiny weeny thing, they are, and we'll get some cotton because we want something excuse me, a little bit of bling on it, a little bit of interest. You need something. I suppose my favourite way to work is like crazy patchwork, and that's probably what I'm doing in a small sort of style. I used to do a lot of bags. I've made a lot of crazy patchwork bags over the years, and so, excuse me, dear oh dear, I'm terrible at these videos lately. You probably unsubscribe to me, get the funny noises I keep making. But when you drink water or coffee or something while you're trying to talk, it's just what happens, I suppose. So I made a knot in that, but you got to have to, because you don't want your bead to come undone. And I definitely don't want my bead to come off there. Now, I'll get some beads. That'll be bead soup. If I don't, better hurry up and use this, so I won't get to play with any of the rest of the stuff in there, will I? Okay, pick him up. And what colour will I put on that? We don't really want a colour. We need to go something white or cream or something like that. You want something that's... yeah. Okay. A little bit of wrong place that I'm looking. Oh, I have this damn walking stick here in case I need it. I'm in here trying to do something and I keep getting in my road. Hang on now, let's have a look at this. I'll have to show you how to do some beadwork. It's really, really fun as well, putting beads on things. Now, I suppose I could do white, couldn't I? I'm going to put them up above these little things. The tops of this here. I'm going to sit them up above that. Where each one of these sits up, see? But I want this to lay down, so I'm going to have to come back up through there and lay them down. Gee, we're having a knotty time today, aren't we? Lay it down, put it on the top of there. Because for some reason I've picked up a bead that's sort of an oblong shape. So you go down to this part here and you'll put on another bead, which is like a... It's not actually... if this turns off, you'll just have to forgive me, because I'm just going to keep going until it does, because so this is the shape of that bead is not like the others. They're sort of cut off as a squarish look to them. So I'll put that down in there, onto there, but I want to actually, I could leave it sitting that way so it looks like, so you can sort of see the hole in it. It gives a little bit of interest. So you've got to come up through the back and put another bead on, and that went flying. I'll show you that looks here in a minute. It's very hard me working on this tiny piece of material. Maybe if you don't feel confident enough anyway, you could put it onto a bigger piece like my pages are made out of, because that's what I'm using well, that's for some of the ideas that I've got off my pages that I did to start the Twinches, because I really like the Twinches too. And I really do, because then... Sorry about this. I've talked too much today. Okay. So I'll keep going up through here. Stop talking a minute. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I probably shouldn't put this video up. I'll probably get somebody telling me I shouldn't have. It doesn't matter. Ah dear. I'm sure if you were here with me and we were doing this, I'd be coughing anyway, wouldn't I? So you can imagine that this is real true life. Okay. And just forgive me for joking a bit. Okay. Now, tears in my eyes now for coughing and carrying on. I think the heater might be drying out the air. I've got a funny feeling. I have to switch that off. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with this. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not keen on that with that, but on its own, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Because this is I'm just showing you this because it's, other people may like it. I may be able to fix it up so they all both look good together, but I'll just have to see, won't I, if I can do that or not. Because I think they look nice done this way. Maybe I can fix this up, this bit here next to it, so we can keep it all as one thing. If you understand what I mean, I want it to all look good, nicely. So you can put any sort of beads down the top of this, and that's how you do your little bits of trim. And to be honest with you, I'll probably go over and do some on the bottom of here too, which I don't know what colour I would use. Maybe I could try a little orange one or two and see what they look like over there. Let's just grab one while I'm just still got a couple of minutes on this thing, hopefully. So I'm going to sneak over here with me cotton to this other bit. Oh God, we don't have to end it off. So we sneak over there, and we have got an orange bead here. And I can put him here, like that. And this is going to actually bring that over to this, bring it in together, so it'll make it look like it goes together better. You understand? You need the colours to all match, and you know something, people, I think I got one or two of these orange coloured beads. Oh dear, in my bead soup there's not many of them. Okay, let me see. Got him. Here we go. Now, look at that. That actually looks quite cool, doesn't it? Really pretty, yes. And what you do is you just sort of work on things until you get them to go together. And that'll happen, won't it? Now, I'm probably running out of time here, so I'll have to say that I'll catch up with you again when it's Twinchy time, which I probably should do another video soon, as I find some more of those orange beads. Oh dear, have we got no more left? How could you only have 2 orange beads in your bead soup, Sonya? That just doesn't seem right, does it? I'm sure I've got some somewhere else, but why would I only put 2 orange ones in my bead soup? Accidentally, I suppose. It's just what I've got in here is what I've got in here, I guess. Okay, I can't find any more, but that will do. You'll get the idea, and I will go and find some more because I think they're really good. Love them, and I'm going to work on a bit more of this, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, bye-bye.